So today we're going to dive into this incredible, timeless story that comes to us from ancient Baghdad. It's all about how a single act of kindness can create these amazing ripples, changing someone's life in ways you'd never, ever expect. It's a really powerful story about faith and, just being a good person.
I mean, it's a huge question, right? It's something we've probably all wondered about at some point. Can one little choice, one good deed actually change everything? Well, the journey of a man named Abdullah, it might just have the answer we're looking for.
All right, so let's meet our guy, Abdullah. He's living in the bustling city of Baghdad. He's got a wife, Amina, and 2 kids, and they're poor. But even though they don't have much, their family is built on something really strong: faith and just a deep sense of integrity.
Okay, so this is it. This is the moment, the spark that lights the whole fire. Abdullah's on his way home when he finds this old man who's been completely wiped out, robbed, starving, nothing left. And without even hesitating, Abdullah gives him the last few coins he has. I mean, think about that for a second. That was the money for his own family's food, an unbelievable sacrifice for a total stranger.
So what does he get for this incredible act of selflessness? Not a bag of gold. Nope, he gets a prayer. The old man looks at him and says these words, and they basically become a promise that just hangs over the rest of the story. A promise that an act of pure virtue like that, it doesn't go unnoticed.
Okay, but here's where the story takes a really interesting turn. Abdullah isn't immediately showered with riches. Instead, his character gets put to the test right away. And not with more hardship, but with a whole series of temptations.
So this whole trial of his character, it plays out in a few key steps. First, he's on the road and helps a super wealthy merchant named Mansour fix his broken carriage. Mansour offers him a bunch of money for his trouble, but Abdullah turns it down, saying he just did it for God. Well, Mansour is intrigued, so he tests him again. He offers Abdullah gold just to shout an insult at a random stranger. And again, Abdullah refuses. This is so important because he proves his kindness isn't some kind of transaction. It's just who he is deep down.
And that's when we see the first big payoff for his virtue. Mansour sees something in him that's way more valuable than money: total, unshakable integrity. He's so impressed, he doesn't just give him a handout. He makes Abdullah a full-on business partner. This is a life-changing opportunity. So this new partnership kicks off a brand new chapter for Abdullah. His first big task is to go on a business trip to Damascus. But what starts as a simple trade mission turns into a whole new set of tests and a whole new set of opportunities to prove, once again, that his character is his most valuable asset.
And what's so cool is you can literally see how one good deed just flows into the next. On the road, he helps a sick doctor, who gives him some rare medicinal herbs as thanks. Then, when he gets to Damascus, he uses those exact herbs to save the king's daughter, who is gravely ill. And it doesn't stop there. On his way back home, his bravery helped save another merchant's caravan from robbers, earning him yet another powerful friend and business partner. It's like this perfect domino effect of doing the right thing.
And here we go again, another chance to see what this guy is really made of. The king of Damascus is so grateful he offers Abdullah a fortune, enough to set him up for life. But what does Abdullah do? He turns down the official reward. The only thing he accepts is a beautiful necklace given to him personally by the princess as a gift for his wife. He doesn't want the transactional reward. He wants something that comes from the heart.
So Abdullah comes back to Baghdad, a changed man. Well, sort of. He's now this wealthy, respected merchant, thanks to his partnerships. He's got a level of success he probably never even dreamed of. But his character, his core, totally unchanged. And that's when he faces his biggest, toughest test yet.
You know how it goes, right? Success can bring out the worst in people. And in this case, it brings out the bitter jealousy of another merchant named Qasim, who just can't stand to see Abdullah's success. He becomes obsessed with tearing him down.
And this is the real test, isn't it? We've seen Abdullah's goodness stand up to poverty and temptation, but can it survive pure, targeted malice? Qasim tries everything. He spreads lies, makes false claims, he even tries to ruin him with a lawsuit. He is dead set on destroying him.
And this is the moment that defines everything. Qasim's lies all come crashing down. He's proven innocent and Qasim is facing total ruin. But instead of taking revenge, Abdullah does something shocking. He forgives him, 100%. And this act of grace is so stunning, so powerful, that it doesn't just save Qasim, it completely changes him. It inspires him to become a better person.
So all of this, it kind of points to this really central idea in the story, what's called the divine test. The belief that maybe none of this was random. That every single challenge Abdullah faced, the poverty, the temptations, even Qasim's hatred, was all part of a grander design, a trial to measure the true strength of his virtue.
And that's what leads us to the final scene, the moment that ties everything together. Years have passed. Abdullah is now using his great wealth for good, and he's at the opening of a new orphanage he built. And then he sees a face in the crowd, a very familiar face. It's the old man, the same one he gave his last coins to all those years ago. The whole story has come full circle. And then, bam! The old man tells him the truth. He wasn't just some poor guy on the side of the road. He was an angel, sent by God to test him. He tells Abdullah that his entire life's journey, every single one of these trials, was a test of his faith and his character. And because he passed every single test, this life of honor and wealth is his divinely sent reward.
So that's what I want to leave you with. What's the real prize here? Was it all the wealth and success? Or was it the person Abdullah became through all of it? A man with unshakable integrity, deep compassion, and incredible grace. The story seems to say that, yeah, doing good can bring you good things, but the true reward, the lasting reward, that's the virtue itself.